A very good morning. I hope that you are doing. Let's rephrase this. Uh, I hope that we are doing our best to serve our duties with utmost honesty and love. And we are going to be successful in this with the grace, with the blessings of Almighty and all our elders. So, we are here to proceed further in the life of our Master Shri Ramkrishna Paramhansa Dev, and we are reading the last visit of Shri Ramkrishna Paramhansa Dev to his native place, Kamarpukur. So let's proceed. Another time, when he was staying at his father in law's house at Joyrambati, during the night he became extremely hungry. There had been a feast during the day, and almost everything had been consumed. The ladies were greatly concerned, for there was only some rice soaked in water left. Sri Ramakrishna ate all the rice, enough for at least 3 men. Evidently, he was in an extraordinary mood, and that was why it did not affect him. How well did Sri Ramakrishna demonstrate by these apparently insignificant acts that the human mind regulates the functions of the body to meet the demands of the situation. We have already spoken of the fascination of his personality for people of both sexes. One day, he was to go to Hriday's home via Jairambati. His constitution had become so delicate that he could not walk even a short distance. So, a palanquin was brought. Dressed in a scarlet silk cloth, with a gold amulet on his arm, his lips crimson from betel, he was a picture of exquisite grace. A crowd that gathered to see him off as he was about to entered the palanquin, he noticed the gathering and asked Hriday the reason for it. Well, said Hriday, you are going away and they won't see you for some days. So they have come to have a parting look at you. But they see me every day, said the master. What new feature has attracted them in such large numbers today? Hriday said. The thing is, you look so handsome in this dress, and they have come to see you. Sri Ramakrishna was shocked to hear that people were attracted by his physical beauty. The very idea was repulsive to him. What? He exclaimed. People crowding to see a man? I won't go. Wherever I may go, people will crowd like this. He returned to his room and took off the robe in utter disgust. In spite of the entreaties of Hriday and others, he could not go out that day. His aversion to material things, including personal beauty, can be seen from this simple anecdote. After a few months' stay at Kamarpukur, Sri Ramakrishna returned to Dakshineshwar. Among the many visitors who came there was a rich Marwari gentleman named Lakshminarayan, who held him in great esteem. One day, he noticed a soiled coverlet on the master's bed and at once offered to deposit in the bank in his name a sum of 10,000 rupees so that his needs might always be supplied. The proposal was so painful to Sri Ramakrishna that he besought him with folded hands never to mention the subject again. Finding all his importunities futile, the Marwari next approached Hriday and pressed him to accept the money in the name of the Holy Mother, who would thereby be enabled to look to the master's comforts. When this was made known to the master, he again objected, saying that even in that case the money would practically be his, and he could not bear the idea of having any possessions. The generous man still insisted. Finding argument of no avail, Sri Ramakrishna cried out in anguish, O mother, why dost thou bring such people here who want to estrange me from? At this pathetic appeal, the Marwari desisted. Referring to this incident, the master afterwards remarked, at the offers of Mathur and Lakshminarayan, I felt as if somebody were sawing through my skull. The following incident illustrates how repugnant the idea of planning things for the future was to him. For some days he noticed Hriday busying himself with a calf, tying it here, moving it about, and so on. Being curious, he asked Hriday what he was going to do with the calf. Why? Answered Hriday, I shall take it home. In a few years it will grow into a fine animal for the plough. No sooner did the master hear it than he fell into a swoon. Recovering from it after a long time, he exclaimed, just look at the spirit of hoarding in worldly people. Now it is but a calf. It will grow big and then help to till the fields. They plan so far ahead and do not lean upon God. Ah, this is Maya. He linked the shock he felt on this occasion to a blow on the head. At this time, there arose a tremendous longing in his mind to meet his devotees, the pure souls whom the Mother had already shown him in spiritual forms during his transcendent visions. The time had come to train the instruments that were to give his message to the world, and he was burning with desire to pass on his realizations to the favored children of the Mother. About this, he would say later, there was no limit to the yearning I had then. During the daytime, I managed somehow to control it. The secular talk of the worldly minded was galling to me, and I would look forward wistfully to the day that my beloved companions would come. I hoped to find solace in conversing with them and unburdening my mind by telling them of my realizations. Every little incident would remind me of them, and thoughts of them wholly engrossed my mind. I was already arranging in my mind what I should say to one and give to another, and so on. But when the day came to a close, I could not curb my feelings. The thought that another day had gone and they had not come oppressed me. When during the evening service the temple rang with the sound of bells and conch shells, I would climb to the roof of the building in the garden and, writhing in anguish of heart, cry at the top of my voice, come, my boys, oh, where are you? I cannot bear to live without you. A mother never longed so intensely for the sight of her child, nor a friend for his companion, nor a lover for his sweetheart, as I did for them. Oh, it was indescribable. Shortly after this yearning, the devotees began to come in. So, my dear friends, today we are stopping here. In the next chapter, or I must say, in the next episode, we will start a new chapter from our master's life. So, till then, be happy, be jolly, and be safe and healthy. Till then, ta ta.